audio transition.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriately, the track of the current music playing
block of runs. Before we get
we are going to be live in 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok 2022. I am Moonblaze Wolf. I am your host for this next block of runs. Before we get started with this next run, which is Spacegulls by Bloupeuh, I do want to give a quick shout out to Sushi Kishi, a community member and volunteer who helped fix the donation tracker that you now see on the screen and the overlays. So thank you very much. That was a puzzle. That was a thing that was really difficult to get on the stream, as simple as something like that sounds. And Sushi really stepped up and helped, not even when asked, and the Valks wanted me to convey to him how grateful they are for that additional work to get that donation total on screen and looking beautiful. And without further ado, so we can start this run, I'm going to hand things over to the runner. Take it away.
And, well, bonjour, bonsoir, hi, hello. So, I'm Bloupeuh. I will be your French runner of today. I'm not sure, time differences, like time zones, it's complicated. And this is Spacegulls. So, it's a fairly recent homebrew for the NES. It got released in 2021. And imagine this game as the weird reunion between Flappy Bird, Mega Man, and the NES. And I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Wow. Well, I think I don't want to keep everybody waiting. So how about you go ahead and count it down and we can get underway.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm starting off in 3, 2, 1, and go. So welcome to Spacegulls. As you can see, I'm a gull, and I'm in space. And that's pretty much everything you need to know to enjoy this game. So you can't attack like enemies, so shoot. So the only way to make damage to them is just by bouncing on their heads. You have some eggs like that, and they're giving you back a bit of health, obviously. So the drops are not exactly random. Actually, there is a counter. Oh, come on. This is a terrible start. So there's a counter, and I don't have all the figures in mind, to be totally honest with you, but depending on how many enemies you beat, you will have the eggs drop in. Oh, this is really a bad start. So as I was saying during my pre-flight, I especially submitted this game just because I love it, and it's fairly unknown, and it's sad because it's a lovely and great game. But I'm not per se a good runner of this game. Like, to give you an idea, the world record currently is 5 minutes 48, if I remember well. And as you can see, my estimate is much larger than that. But I just wanted to share the game with you so you know it exists. And if you like it, you can just get it. It's available on itch.io. And I think it's still a name your own price game. So this is nice. And it's definitely worth your money if you can afford. So, to give you a bit more of context, so we have to defeat several enemies. Most of the screens we're in are just... Oh, come on. Okay, nice. So most of the screens require you to defeat all the enemies to open the gates like that and move on. And so this room, we saw different rooms like that. Basically, at the end of each, let's say, chapter, you will have a room like that, and you can basically save your progression Oh, that's sad. I knew that would happen, but I hoped that the enemies would be down before. If you happen to die at some point during the game, all the rooms that you unlocked, they are still unlocked. So the enemies will respawn, but you will be able to just like move on without attacking them and clearing the room again. So here I have to be extremely careful because, as you can see, the turrets, they are attacking you on different sides, and that's exactly what I didn't want it to do, being attacked, because we don't have that much health, to be honest. Okay, no egg here, so I'm definitely not on my usual cycle. Okay, and sometimes you have other rooms which are blocked because you need to grab the key to open the gate. So that's exactly what we are doing here. Okay. I'm sorry, this chapter is one of the scariest one, like together with the very last one. So I need to be super careful because else if I die here, it's like a major time loss. Here I just need to grab the key that opens the gate and I don't need to actually attack the other enemies. And I'm just on my way. So you might have seen here that we have some spikes here and there. They're dealing a huge amount of damage to you. So you really need to be careful with these and make sure that you don't like fly into them, which you will see can really easily happen. I didn't talk about it when it comes to the to the controls. So it's really simple because, as you can see, you're doing only one action, which is like flapping your beautiful wings. So apart from the D-pad, this is a one-button gameplay. I told you, it's pretty much like what we used to know with Flappy Bird. Okay, so here it's optional, but I'm just gonna take the health to be more safe. Grabbing the key. Oh, that was sad. It's fine. As I said, it's like a kinda slow run. Also here, so the category I'm playing is any percent. You have two different categories on speedrun.com. Any percent and 100%, because you have tons of little things which are hidden in this game. I won't spoil it for you so you can enjoy it, but you actually have different secrets here and there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on. I hate these enemies. The ones flying with their swords. Basically, you have to make sure that they wave their swords before they are vulnerable. Else they will just deal you some damage. And I hate them. Ooh!
So there's also some Zelda 2 in this game then.
Kinda.
Little bit.
Kinda. Okay, here we have to be extremely careful not to take this key, because if we take this key, so as you can see, the locks will open and the enemies will be flying not only in the reduced zone, but the whole room, like that, and it's much longer. These enemies, they are just adjusting to your height, so you can kind of manipulate how they will behave. Okay, so that's good. Taking the key, taking the egg. Okay, we're good to go. What? Okay. I've never seen that before. Like the enemy randomly stay in the pit, if that makes sense. Sorry, as I said, so you most likely have noticed, because also I said it earlier, I'm not an English native, so if at some point I'm losing my English, First, it's expected, and second, I'm really sorry for that.
I think the commentary has been really nice so far, and I know you also play several other games with bird characters
Yeah,
as
that
the main
kinda-
characters. So
Yeah, that kind of is my thing. Don't ask me why though, because I don't have like a specific appeal to birds, and okay, I'm still safe. Amazing. But yeah, like most of the games that I run are on the NES, and most of them, like actually, yeah, all of them, I think, are games from my childhood. So when I was a young Bloupeuh, I used to play a lot of DuckTales 1, DuckTales 2, Darkwing Duck, also Chip and Dale 1 and 2, but I'm running only the first one so far. And I'm not a really good Chip and Dale runner, to be fairly honest. Oh, this room is terrible. Okay, easy, easy. Yes, we did it! We're good. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with my computer. My computer is like randomly freezing from time to time, so I'm sorry if you happen to see that on stream. Yes,
I don't
thank
think
you.
I don't think there's been anything on stream yet. So.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so this is our final, well, not the final, but the second to last save point. This is the final big chapter before the last boss, because yes, there is a boss. I'm gonna take an intentional death because we're just climbing, and this is the hardest part of the game, like by far. So I'd rather have my full health. Okay. And as I said, if I happen to die at some point in here, okay, big egg, thank you. If I happen to die, anyway, the gates will be open so that I won't have to redo all the rooms. I will just have to, like, cross them. Alright, up. So, yeah, what happens here is we are meeting again most of the enemies we saw during the game. So each room is dedicated to one type of enemy. Okay, good. Except the last one. The last one you have like all different enemies all at once, and you have to ensure that you manage all their different behaviors at the same time. So it's really a challenge. Like, but it's doable. I mean, the game is not easy, but it's not an unfair game. It's really accessible. It just takes a bit of time to get used to it. Okay, I'm taking the life, I'm taking the key, I'm hitting the save button, and we're going to the last boss. Doesn't this remind you, Mega Man? Seriously. Look at this boss. Don't tell me it doesn't have like Mega Man vibes of some sort. Except it's not moving and it doesn't have powers. But I don't know, like the style. So this boss is fairly easy compared to the rest of it. We just need to attack like the glass shell and try to make sure to avoid as much as we can the different enemies, the bullets, and we are done. Time will come really shortly, but just before I want to show you that I don't know, I can just stand on nothing and I can stand on the platform. It's just fun. Time will be whenever I touch the ground, so it's really shortly, and time. And voila, that's Spacegulls. So as I said, really recent homebrew on the NES, easy to find on itch.io if you want to test it yourself. There are different secrets. Basically, you have some friends to rescue, but we didn't do that because we are on any %. And voila. I guess that's pretty much it. I'm glad that I could show it to you, so now you know this game exists and this game is cool. And yeah, that's it.
That was great. I'm so happy to know that this game exists. I honestly might go pick it up. I
Oh,
think it
that's
looked really,
cool.
really fun.
Yeah, it actually is. And as I said, it's really like it's not such an easy game because again, it's the NES, but it's a homebrew, so it has some quality of life that the actual old NES games don't have. And it's really easy to just, you know, pick and try. It's not such a hard game, and it's really fun.
What's the how much time does it add to do the 100%?
Uh,
Do you know?
on the speed run, like for actual runners of the game, I think it's 2 to 3 minutes, something like this. Basically, it's just a matter of going in different rooms and stuff. Also, there is a huge skip in the actual any percent run that I didn't do, just because you have to take a lot of damage boost and you have to make sure that you take the damage boost but you don't die and stuff. I just can't do that. So I went, let's say, the long way. But I think based on the old route, so the route I did now, the extra time for the 100% on a run is, yeah, let's say to be extra safe, around 5 minutes.
Okay.
And when it comes to a casual playthrough, I think it took me like something like 45 minutes to 1 hour to get through the whole game the first time, plus an additional 20-30 minutes to actually find all the other little secrets.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Well, yeah,
it's
that's
a
a nice
short,
amount of time.
yeah, it's a short game. So if at some point you just don't know what to do, you can just, yeah, pick it and enjoy it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for again running in the marathon, and yeah, GG's again.
Thank you.